How are you today? Today's Tuesday again. I meant to film yesterday too, but I got a little distracted with everything that I was doing. I was finishing up orders that I'd made over the weekend and playing with this. In this video, we're going to go through some more orders like I did last week, as well as show you what I learned with Blender. Not really going to show you. Let's just say I learned Blender in a weekend. I'm kind of proud of myself. I at least learned it enough to make the things that I want to make, and that's all I really need to do. So everything else will come as I practice more. Also, I have several orders I need to make this week, so I'm going to stop talking. We got too much going on. Alright, it's the next day. I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be yesterday, mostly because I was trying to figure out like a 3D printing problem. I think I know what the problem is, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to throw an example of what happened. This is supposed to be a door, and it doesn't look like a door. See, everything but the wood printed on these. I actually printed several doors, that's why I said these. And I figure maybe it's because I didn't angle, if that makes sense. You're supposed to angle it 30 to 45 degrees or something like that to get the supports right. So I think it might be that. I wasn't aware of that. The other thing that I was thinking it could be was an error with Blender. I don't think so, because I see other people making texture rollers and stuff using the same method that I used to make the wood grain on the door. We'll see where we get by the end of the day. See if I get a printed door or not. Yeah. Okay, so I printed off this, well, it was supposed to be a base, but I did the same texturing right there, and it printed. Or was not apply the texture, I believe. There was two things I did. I can't remember what it's called. It's not group. Joined. I actually joined everything in this file together. So I'm doing the same thing with the door. I'm gonna apply the texture, the displacement texture, and then I'm also going to join everything and then try to print it again and see if that works. Yep, it didn't print right again. It's better. I think maybe it's too thin. I don't know why. Those supports didn't. Well, the door's thinner than I wanted it, and those supports didn't do it justice. I'll have to make a thicker door. So you know how it was snowing last week? Well, that cleared up a couple days later, and now it's sunny outside. So I had to run outside and do some yard work. Mostly just moving some wood around and picking up branches and a little bit of leaf and yard litter that was sticking around the yard still. Yeah, I had to dedicate a few hours to that. I'm going to try to get a little bit more work done before I go to bed tonight, because I got to go help my aunt out tomorrow morning run some errands and stuff. We'll just do a little bit more work. Oh yeah, that door. It was a failure, but it was a little bit better. I think I'm just going to start over on the door. I think I need to make it more thick and maybe do the texture a little bit different. I am having some success with some other prints and texturing it. But I do think that my hand sculpted texture is looking a lot better. And I'll show you those mushrooms that I did. They're looking really good. I want to do more like that. I want to be able to have little mushroom bases in my shop and whatnot. Okay, so this morning I woke up and I hurried and finished making these. I did that before I went to get groceries and do errands for my aunt. I'm going to get these to the post office this morning. It's kind of morning still. It's like 10:30. But they're still drying, so I got to wait maybe an hour. I'll go after lunch. And this morning I'm going to arrange some stuff in Blender and get the 3D printer printing again. I might try another door, but really I'm working on some crystals and some mushrooms because I want to add those to my shop soon. If you're interested in buying STLs and whatnot, let me know. I might make them available on my Patreon. Oh, and speaking of Patreon, shout out to Harriet Craig, who recently joined the Patreon to help pay for the 3D printer. She's making a very generous contribution to the channel. It's really appreciated, so thank you so much for joining. Before long, we'll have that paid off, and we'll be ordering the next toy on my list. The next thing to make the workflow faster. I have an idea what it is. I don't want to give away too much information just yet, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to find out, if you want to learn about something else that I think will be really handy for making foam terrain. So yeah, it's Friday. I got everything built that I need to get built. I still need to paint everything, so I'm going to get on that today. Also, pretty soon, I need to be taking more photos of some new items I have. Not just the ones from Blender, but ones I've already made before. I can probably give you a sneak peek real quick. These are pretty cool. We got like these spire stones. They're taller. They're weighted on bottom with screws. We got some trees. And these trees are actually pretty durable. I soaked them in PVA glue so that they're hard. Well, harder. So definitely we'll have to be checking out these soon. Then I want to start selling Battletech terrain. I know it's not a big market, but I just wanted to do my share, do like some hex terrain. I could do Battletech or Heroscape. I guess Heroscape uses a similar grid, just a little bit bigger. I have these. like variety tree stumps. I don't know if you can see those. We'll take pictures of those this weekend